We do have breaking news that we have to jump to. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Epps to be criminally charged for events on January 6th.
That's a big one.
His attorney says. Yeah, this is a big one.
Why did it take this long?
Because he's suing Fox News. I think he just announced.
That's the next bit of news. But the revelation was made in a lawsuit that Epps filed against Fox News on Wednesday that accused the network and former host Tucker Carlson of defaming him. So it is because of this lawsuit that he is, it is because of the lawsuit we know he's been criminally charged. I suppose the argument they're making is that he's being charged because of them or something. I don't know.
Dude, here's the thing. Let's just say, okay?
Wow, Epps is being prosecuted.
We'll play make-believe for a moment. We'll say, you know what? This is just some guy who went there. He wasn't working with any kind of federal agency, and he hasn't been protected by his status as someone who worked with them. Even if we want to say that's the case, good. This guy should be charged. You're whispering, you're instigating the day before, telling people that they have to go into the Capitol. Everyone starts calling you a Fed. You're still doing it, going around and instigating. You're whispering in the ear of the first person to break a barrier down before they break the barrier down. Why did it take so long for this guy to be arrested? All right.
Epps' lawyer blamed Carlson for the potential forthcoming charges. Take a look at that.
No, it wasn't your client.
Hold, stop. Thank you, Tucker Carlson.
It wasn't like, it was Tucker Carlson's fault. Tucker Carlson was actually whispering in Ray Epps' ear before Ray Epps whispered in everyone else's ear to start breaking the barriers down.
You know what? Tucker is still going to destroy Fox News, even not being there, because if if he wins, if Epps, has a case here against them, then
shout out to Tucker. Tim's shouting out Tucker right now as we speak.
I'm OCD about typos.
No, I mean, this is very real. I've spoken about Ray Epps a bit in the past. We've had some conversations about him and about January 6th and just how interesting it is that he was so clearly involved in instigating and yet he never got in any trouble.
Yes.
And so, look, him being charged is a win-win regardless. When you look at how many people were rotting away in prison in solitary confinement, were having their rights violated for doing things like entering the building, just a fraction of him. When you look what happened to Brandon Straka, they claimed he was outside of the Capitol, and they claim that they heard him saying that people should go in or something along those lines. And there's not even footage of him saying it. They just claim the voice saying it on camera is him. And then he ended up having to plea down to avoid prison time. And this guy was whispering in people's ears, telling them to break barriers down, was telling people on January 5th that they needed to go into the Capitol. And here it is, July of 2023, and he's now being charged. This is ridiculous.
2.5 years later.
Ridiculous.
2.5 years later. And I just love that he's saying he's blaming Carlson for the upcoming charges. I just tweeted, thank you, Tucker Carlson. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
So is that why he's announcing that they're going to sue Fox for Tucker's voice?
Because he just didn't do anything wrong, and then Tucker Carlson just made him look bad for no reasons.
This is really funny. Look at Rolling Stone said. They said, the lawsuit alleges the network, particularly its former host, Tucker Carlson, painted Epps as an undercover federal agent in order to push a conspiracy that the FBI helped orchestrate the riot. In the aftermath of the events of January 6, Fox News searched for a scapegoat to blame other than Donald Trump or the Republican Party. Eventually, they turned on one of their own, telling a fantastical story in which Ray Epps, who was a Trump supporter that participated in the protests on January 6th. I love it.
When they're talking about Ray,
we went from insurrection to riot to protest real fast.
Only when they talk about Ray.
They said he was an undercover agent, was responsible for the mob that broke into the Capitol, and interfered with the peaceful transition of power. The conspiracy theory, blah, 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 Fed. Do they mention here that he's being criminally charged?
They said in May they were notified by that was the other article. It said that in May they were notified.
Rolling Stone said that?
No, it was the article you had up before. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if
they conveniently left that part out.
I don't think Rolling Stone's bringing up that he's blaming Carlson for being criminally charged.
How does that work? If you're criminally charged with something and then you try and sue the person that got the
look at this. I'm sorry to interrupt, but look, it says Epps has not been arrested for his involvement, and Carlson and others have alleged the Justice Department is protecting him because he's working for the FBI. Yet in the lawsuit, Epps says he's being criminally charged. Recently informed Epps that it plans to prosecute him.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone, fact check your garbage.